I pulled off of the gravel in my California dreams, leaving everything I ever loved behind. I left Alabama, but it never once left me, and it's still the only refuge in my mind. Where you gonna go when half of California riots? Where you gonna run to when the lights go out? I won't be hanging out in California, I won't cry, buddy, I'll be up and headed south. All the women here look perfect, and it hardly ever rains, and for some folks here I'm sure it's paradise. Well, I dabbled with the fortune, rubbed elbows with the fame, but I'll be damned if this is where I'm gonna die. Where you gonna go when half of California riots? Where you gonna run to when the lights turn out? Won't be hanging out in California, I won't cry, buddy, I'll be up and headed south. Well, I never thought I'd get to see the inside of a limousine, or the beauty shops on South Rodeo Drive, or being sucked into a world where things are seldom what they seem. Makes you wonder if you'll make it out alive. Where you gonna go when half of California riots? Where you gonna run to when the lights go out? I won't be hanging out in California, I won't cry, buddy, I'll be up and headed south. Buddy, I'll be up and headed south. Well, if you were here for horrible guitar playing and even worse singing, you're in the right place. That song comes to you because it's the right time, and we're going to teach you real quick how to play it. Because clearly I don't know how, and I need to be taught too. But it's pretty simple. C. This is a good drill if you're just starting off at 50 years old, starting to play guitar, and you're thinking, I'm never going to get this down. Well, I just started playing guitar over a year ago, just over a year ago. I turned 50 just under a year ago, and here I am sucking at it. So if you want to suck at it too, you're in the right place. But anyways, this is a good drill. So you're going C down into F. You're going to mute that E. If you're going to hit that E, you're going to mute it, because you're going to mute the A with your finger here. And that is your new F. If I get that lower E to ring out, or they say you can run your finger on it. Either way. So, because we're chord jamming, this song has a lot of picking in it that, you thought we were going to pick, yeah. Anyways, C, F, so you're going C. So I pulled off of the ground with my California back in the same dreams, leaving everything in G I ever loved behind. Well, I left Alabama, but it never once left me, because I suck, remember that. And it's still the only refuge in my mind. So the only thing you're really doing is going up and down with these two fingers. These two fingers are going from your F, can we see that? The F, into the C, into the G, and you know, I do the American, it's called G. American? Yeah, we're in America, go figure. But anyways, so that's my G. And I just leave my little finger hovering over here waiting to land back on that for the C. And the lyrics just flew away. Because we're outside in the beautiful sunshine in Connecticut here, and you know, trying to play some music. Nice breeze. There goes all the lyric sheets. So the drill comes in, you know, when you really want to try hard to play this thing, you got, where are you gonna go when half of California riots? So it's half of California riots. California riots. Where are you gonna run to when the lights turn out? So it's, where are you gonna run to when the A minor lights, back into F, turn, G, out. Where you gonna run to when the lights turn out? Back into C, won't be hanging out in California, yeah, California, I won't try it. Buddy, I'll be up and headed south. Where you gonna be when half of California riots? Where you gonna run to when the lights turn out? I won't be hanging out in California, I won't try. Buddy, I'll be up and headed south. So it's an appropriate song, and this is the first time I've ever done any kind of tutorials. So leave your comments below. We're not giving away a guitar, we gave it away. Huh. So this is just a fun video. If you're over 50 playing guitar and you're wondering if you can do it, trust me, I got this far. A little bit of help, you know, and just in case you thought this was going to be a finger picking video, go over and check out Justin Johnson. If you get bored jamming chords, I mean, if you're sitting there and you're punching out that D and it sounds pretty reasonable, you're going to see G, E, A, and F, the new F. The new F, the old F. Old F, old B, old B. I'm trying out a new B. So my new B goes something like this. What is it? You know better than I do. My new B. So here's my new B. If I can get my thumb over the F sharp over B, or I can really wrap my thumb and try to get it. B. But anyways, so 4 fingers, or 4 notes. I'm shaking, you can tell. E minor, A minor, D. If you get bored, go over to Justin Johnson. The guy's got some great finger picking drills. So I'm out here in the sun, so you should be able to see this, but it's E, D, A. What is this one? Boy, oh boy, I know that note. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, G, G. I can know this. E, D, A, G. So then we go E minor, so you go. Remember, that hand of mine barely works, so we go into A. We almost did it. And into D. Anyway, so we're working on finger picking now. We're on year 2 of learning how to make noises with this thing. So I figured in year 2 we'll move on to finger picking. I was gonna go electric, but that shit's expensive. Hella, man. What the heck? You can buy a guitar on Facebook Marketplace. Piece of guitar, you can buy one pretty cheap, get pissed off at it, smash it if you want, buy another one. Only that with electric. And if you're gonna go electric right now in the cowboy genre of music, you gotta go over to a Telecaster, right? A Fender Telecaster, and you wanna dress it in black. So the cowboy won't scratch the back. Anyways, so wonderful song by Jamey Johnson. And the drill in that song is C. Where you gonna go when California Riots? Where you gonna run to when the A lights go back into F, G, out. So if you're old like me and, you know, you're sitting there looking for ways to practice, just, you go right into that whole progression there. So it's, where you gonna go when California Riots? Where you gonna run to when the lights go out? So it's gonna keep A, F, G. And you can cheat it. They say if you really want to cheat it, you get that English or European F, that European G. They're saying, look at me shake like a leaf. You know, what's wrong with that? Maybe some more coffee. I'm shaking because I need more coffee. I need more coffee, God. Anyways, the other G. So your European G, you can do that. So you can come right into the C. And I'm guessing there's an F in here somewhere like this. So you're cheating the F out. F, C, G. And you can really do A minor right there. Come on, A minor, kind of, A something, right? So if you want to do that anchoring technique, Matt McCoy pushes this pretty good in his deal there. He's a pretty good teacher. There's a few teachers here on Facebook, YouTube, you really got to check out. Lauren Bateman. She's got some great instruction. In fact, one of the best things that she's can ever teach is her analogy to Bruce Lee. I want to make sure I quote her Anyways, Lauren Bateman. I'm afraid of a man who's learned one kick 1,000 times and instead of 1,000 kicks different ways. So, you gotta hit this thing 1,000 times at least. Same with that finger picking. When I first started on that Justin Johnson finger picking thing, I thought it was hecka hard, but I'm 2 weeks into it, and I think I'm still having a little issue changing chords. It ain't easy. Alternating fingers and stuff, jeez. Let's try this for a second for you. As you can tell, I'm a little stronger on one finger than the other. Oh, my squirrel friends. Anyways, so the finger picking is year 2, and we're trying on it. I was trying to work on it, walk-ups and walk-up downs and all that stuff. It's another good way to learn that F. Or actually learn how to play these correctly. Target strings. Now I know what you're thinking. I gotta dedicate hours and hours and hours and hours and hours to doing this until I can do it, because I still don't. Anyways, this is a good thing to do while you're watching TV. You can sit there, watch TV, and do this. Once you nail it. Last night I had this, but maybe it's because I'm trying to talk at the same time. So there's some fun stuff for you to check out. The walk-ups and walk-downs are apparently essential for cowboy music. If I want to play like Waylon Jennings or Jamey Johnson or any one of these cats, I gotta learn that F. That F. And there's some other things in there that I gotta learn. But anyways, for your drills, there you go. California Riots, Jamey Johnson, playing guitar over 50. You can do it too. If you want to get into some finger picking, check out Justin Johnson. Lauren Bateman's got some great tutorials. Matt McCoy's got some good tutorials. Tony Polcastro. There's a whole bunch of people out here on Facebook. Literally hundreds of people out here teaching. I don't know what you came here for. You came here for horrible guitar playing and even worse singing, and you're in the right place. So anyways, this is your inspiration. If I can do it, you can too. And quite honestly, if I'm out here sucking this bad, maybe you can show us that you can do a little better. Inspire somebody else. We'll frickin' see you later.